the intro. I remember the intro. Put this together.
You're listening
Irish
to the
O'Neill.
Haunted Podcast. Your host, Mason Smith.
Yeehaw, motherfucker! Welcome to another episode of High Noon. I got my trusted sidekick, my co-host,
Motherfucking Nicholas Ceppaglia. Nicholas Ceppaglia. Motherfucking Nicholas Ceppaglia.
and returning guest, Shyam Subramanian.
What up?
Hell yeah, good to have you back, bud.
Good to be back. Dude.
Finally getting one on camera with you.
I know.
Was this like the fourth one? Third or fourth?
I think this is the third. One in Quincy, one in Austin.
Yeah.
I was expecting dinga, Nick, please.
Yeah, he does
I'm not
have,
Chinese.
He does have.
Rumba thanks.
Did you renamed all these?
Oh, dude, I was gonna say
yeah.
that. Hey, who do you think did that? Me or Nick Corey?
I know Nick Corey did.
Yeah, it was Nick Corey.
Should make sense.
Segue, Mexican music, banjo, Mason Stoop. Oh, we got Mason Stoopin'?
That's what they play every time you talk?
I guess now.
And, well, we still need to learn how to. We need to go through and cut sound bites out of like past episodes.
Cut them out.
Yeah, cut out the sound bite so we could put it in the board of you just being like interventional, whatever you called it.
Interceptional Venus.
Interceptional Venus is what he thought how to say.
Contraceptional.
No.
Stop fucking.
Already he tried to say.
I don't care what word he was trying to say. What the fuck is what you said? There's no way that's actually what you're trying to say.
The pussy thing.
The vagina?
When they give insert a baby.
Artificial insemination. That's what he was
intervention.
trying
I
to say.
still couldn't even think of it. That's it.
Or in vitro. That's what he's.
I was getting them cross-haired.
Cross-haired. You should know that. You own guns.
Dude, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
It is hot as fuck. Yeah.
Turn that on.
Dude, it's super loud though, isn't it?
Though you could probably get away with the fan.
I think the fan would be
Sound would
worse.
probably be
Is it
worse.
worse?
Blowing down on this.
I'm fine.
I'm cool. Yeah.
So I kind of like that me and him are cool and you aren't.
And I don't know. You're in a long sleeve.
Dude, it's fucking.
Dude,
it's
my
June in Texas. Why wouldn't you be wearing long sleeves?
Dude,
I don't want to get sunburnt.
My grandpa, my whole life, he always wore the same outfit. He wore overalls and a button-up shirt. But why is that funny?
That's like literally me saying my dad owns a 7-Eleven. That is the most stereo-fucking-typical thing. That's the most stereotypical. Your grandfather wore overalls every day. Like, that's
Oshkosh.
That's like... Yeah, my mother wears a sari every single... That's literally like me saying that. That's insane.
My dad wears overalls all the fucking time.
Really?
But he always
You're fucking with me.
He's always working on cars though.
Oh, okay, okay,
and that's not overalls. That's
no,
the
he's
jumpsuit.
he's wearing overalls.
Wait,
okay.
where are you from, though?
California, from Fresno.
Is that Northern California?
Right in the middle.
Really? That's interesting. Past Santa Barbara?
It's north of Santa Barbara. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's
all
like 3 hours north of LA.
right. Okay, all right, word.
3 hours south of San Francisco.
Oh, okay, yeah, word.
I can't do it. I gotta.
Nah. I come prepared every week because it's always freezing.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm like, damn, what happened? But you also probably went and worked out at that gym that's you can hear it.
Is it bad? I think I'll let Rylan know. I bet he can fix it. I don't care if he can fix it or not.
I don't care about my product and my art. I'm hot.
Let me see.
Please,
You think it's bad?
It's your podcast, dude.
You're sweating profusely. You're sweating profusely, bro. Don't touch me. I got clean, dry clothes on.
So last night I had chicken tikka masala.
No, you.
Yes, I swear.
You had it last night. Really?
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Did you sweat worse or less than this?
Well, I had the AC. I had.
Oh,
it down.
you brought it back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat it outside.
Well, then you're not really Indian. Go ahead.
That's true.
Hey, do you eat? So if you go eat at an
Oh, this
Indian
is
restaurant, do you eat with your fingers?
That's a totally valid question, actually. And it just depends on what day of the week. Depends on how my stomach feels that day. No, it depends. Honestly, it's so funny you say that. On my road trip from Mass to here with my father. We went to this. So my father's like a hardcore vegetarian. He's like hardcore Southern Indian.
Hardcore Republican.
A hardcore Republican too, which is
hilarious.
fucking amazing.
He loves Donald Trump.
Oh no! He would suck his dick. I'm being dead serious. I really think so. I think if like somebody was like, "Hey, you can suck Trump's dick and you can be in his like cabinet," my dad would do it. And my dad hates. No, fuck! I shouldn't have said that. Cut that out, please. He hates. So I didn't mean to say that.
It's not you, it's your dad.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah.
Well, they don't have gays in India, right?
They're starting to get more, which is good.
It's allowed.
Yeah, it started. They actually just
think
made.
it's good?
I think it's good because before women were getting raped on buses by loads of cousins. So like this is progress. Seriously.
I bet they're really allowed people.
Wait, they're not doing that anymore?
Wait, the bus rape?
I got to change my vacation plans.
Hey, Shyam, let's talk about
Nick's my cousin, guys.
Let's talk about your heritage.
Yeah. You just had to fucking do that, didn't you?
Yeah, I wrote it down. I wrote it down so I didn't forget.
You wrote it down.
So, speaking of your heritage, I want to. What were you? Segue.
That's New Age Indian. Thank you, Nick. Of course. Yeah, Nick. Nick.
I want to hear about your road trip with your dad.
Oh my God. So you asked me about heritage. You want to hear about my road trip through America with my father?
Yeah.
I guess that's heritage. We left, dude. It was. Oh my God.
We left during the colonization.
We flew from British Airways. So we left. So they're moving to Dallas, Texas.
Right.
And so we have to be here for a couple weeks till our apartment gets ready. So my sister hates my father. They don't get along.
Oh wow.
Yeah. My mother also hates my father. Everybody hates my father. Everybody in the family. My mother's side hates my father. My father's side hates my father.
But you get along with him.
I feel for him. He's completely alone. He has no friends. He's a fucking, which is ironic because if he was here and you were talking to him, you'd fucking love him. He can,
Yeah.
You know, first half an hour, you're like, this is the greatest guy I've ever met. Next 45 minutes, kill yourself. You know what I mean? But
Does he drink?
no. He'll hit the weed pen every now and then. with
That's
me.
funny.
Yeah, because he's like, because you know what? He was against weed until it became legal. He's just neurotic.
square.
Like
He's a
it's
square.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Yeah.
100%
The
square.
cop said no.
Yeah, square, but he's a Republican, and
Yeah,
you know,
square.
yeah. Well, you know, they have good ideas. No,
I mean,
about abortion, of course. No, I'm just kidding.
see how I'm dressed?
You know, you look like a very handsome young Democrat,
No.
hipster, maybe. If I may say.
I don't know. It took moving to California from California to realize I'm not a liberal.
So here's the thing, dude. On the fucking way, food is a gigantic problem for my father. Because he can't just fucking eat anything. Not only can he not just fucking eat anything, he can't go somewhere and get like pizza. Like for example, we can't go to an Indian restaurant if they serve meat there.
Like, you know, because it might touch something?
Exactly. There's two places. This is how trash he is. There's one place he'll go that's not Indian, that serves meat that he'll eat at. No problem. Papagino's. How fucking white trash
Why is that the one that he picks?
Just because when we were in the 80s, me and my family, we used to go there all the time, fuck each other, whatever the fuck. And we'd fucking eat we would eat Papagino's. But because Papagino's used to be kind of a, how do I say, not as fast food as it is now. There used to be less of them. They used to be more like of a restaurant.
Fast
Right.
casual.
Yes, fast casual. I like that. Yeah. You know, where a bunch of Indians go to fucking spend money and think that they're spending money, but they're really not. Like, you know what I mean? It's still cheap as fuck. So it started there, the fascination. And then we fucking... So then well, that's just the Papagino's thing. So then we're fucking... we're on our way. And we have to stop at this restaurant called Saravana Bhavan. Okay? Exactly.
Wait,
It's basically sounds like my cousin. You know what I mean? Saravana Bhavan. It's like a South Indian shit. And I'll be honest, it's good, and it's good enough that I ate with my hands there. Like I had shit all of them. Like you fucking
really get in there.
Oh yeah. The whole 9 yards. Oh, if you go to India,
You're fucked.
Oh yeah.
Mason will
I'm never
go.
going.
He wouldn't last 30 seconds. He wouldn't last 30 seconds on the plane.
He'd walk into a bathroom and see the hole in the ground. Like, what the fuck is this?
You literally have to squat to take a dump.
That's real?
That's 100% real.
You mean I gotta take my pants completely off?
But they have racks that you hang your pants on?
No.
That's why they wear the long shirts with no pants underneath a lot of the time.
Those are dresses.
They're called
Salvars.
they're called night shirts.
Yeah, curtas. He's right. He's right.
That's why. So they just pull them up.
Culture. Nick's culture. Okay, I like. Yeah.
I invented culture.
Counterculture.
I'm good.
Okay.
No, Mason would be all like, "Urgh."
I'd be like, it stinks here. What's happening?
So anyway, so that was a fucking, stopping. We would literally have to go like sometimes like 45 minutes out of the way because he wanted to fucking eat, right?
Damn.
The guy's a pain in the ass. But one thing I will say, I don't want to say I felt bad for him, but I was like, fuck, like, I don't see eye to eye with my dad on a lot of stuff, especially politics.
Yeah.
But I do respect, like, he's
Trump.
a fucking.
What'd you say?
Trump.
Oh.
I do like Steve Bannon, no, but fucking no. I mean, listen, my dad's an immigrant. He's 70. He came here in his 30s. He fucking worked a fucking paper. He from the ground up. So who the fuck am I to say what? Do whatever the fuck you want.
Right. You earned it.
You earned it. I'm your kid. Like what am I gonna say to you?
Right.
You fucking. But he has an NRA hat. Side note, he held a gun yesterday for the first time in his life. It was awesome. My God, yes! Democrat.
That's going to be a good clip.
It would have been.
Stop mentioning it.
Sorry.
Oh, we need clips. I hope we get one.
Oh, we get a
I can do it. I can do it again. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden.
Kamala Harris.
He hates Kamala Harris, and she's half Indian from where we're from. That's how loyal he is.
She's a goddamn traitor.
She's like, oh my God. I literally, when Biden won, you'll love this. When Biden won, I go, oh fuck, they won. I go, Dad, wait, Kamala Harris, she's from Chennai. Like, she's from where we're from. Oh yeah, she's a crook. Do you know she's a crook? She's a liar. Her family's Jamaican. I'm like, she's fucking Indian. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can't even fucking.
What did he think? Did he like Obama?
He hates Barack Obama that guy is a bastard.
Did
Do
he
you know
like-
he's Muslim?
Did he like W?
Who?
Do you like W?
So he liked W in the beginning. He didn't like, he didn't like W at the end. In 6th grade, I said that.
I got all my family to vote for you, and you do this shit. He's blaming it on us.
No. My dad hates Muslim people. No, he doesn't hate them. Middle Eastern. But he actually.
Sorry, because you're Hindi.
They speak Hindi. I'm Indian, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all the same shit.
Hinduism.
Yeah. Same shit. Fucking. But you just reminded me when and this is why I kind of do respect my dad, because he had it, like, when he said it at the time, I was young and I didn't understand it, but now that I look back, he's actually right. When they took over Saddam Hussein, everybody was, pissed and like, or like people were like happy and shit, or like, for America, we took down Hussein. And I'll never forget, my father was like, I don't know why they took him down. He's actually like secular, meaning like, you can fucking drink. Like at the time before, I mean, Iraq's a shithole now. In Iraq was one of the only places in the Middle East you could drink, smoke, like around him, women were like free. They didn't have to like cover themselves up or anything. So my dad was like, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like these aren't the militant fucking motherfuckers that you want to go after. So my dad knows his shit. Like,
Yeah.
he knows what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah. But he's also his own man, and he has, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, exactly. Those type of principles. Yeah. But anyway, this guy, yesterday was his first day on the gun range. He's got an NRA. He's in the NRA. He pays dues to
But
be
he's
in
never
the NRA.
had a gun.
Never, doesn't own one. Never even seen one until yesterday. Anyway, so we're in D.C. We parked like 7 minutes from the White House. We want to go check it. He loves that shit, so we want to take a walk.
This is yesterday?
No. I
was like, what?
Road trip. No, I'm saying he just held.
Oh, I
the
thought you were
gun
telling us
yesterday.
the story about him shooting at that.
Yeah, no. Well, we can get back to that. I'm sorry,
Jumping
I'm
all
too
over.
ADD. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Yesterday was the first day at the gun range to show the absurdity that he's in the NRA, because he's got an NRA hat, right?
Okay, I was gonna say, because if he went to the gun range, held the gun, was like Democrat, and then you guys went right to DC, like Biden, Hunter Biden.
Exactly. These are not fake bullets. So he's got his NRA hat. Park, we're staying at the hotel. We got the hotel. We've been driving for a long time. Like, all right, we're gonna do some sightseeing. We park. I'm not even kidding, man. It was within the first 3 minutes of being there. Found a place to park. We get out of the car, and he's like a little. It's like a crosswalk. He's like a little bit. He's probably like 5 feet ahead of me, and he's walking. He's got his hat on, and I noticed this guy. I noticed this white dude. He's got a big red beard. He's wearing all black, like black backpack. Total mass shooter vibes. You know, I'm like total mass shooter vibes.
Yeah.
And my dad's just fucking walking, and all of a sudden, this guy, I can see. So I can see the guy, I can see my dad's back. The guy's just like, yeah, fucking do it right now. Let's fucking break it out. Fucking NRA motherfucker, break out. He goes, and he starts fucking like, I thought he was going to go physically, like, do something. So I sprint up. I fucking, like, I just get in between the guy and my dad. Because I was nervous this guy was going to pull out a gun himself.
Yeah,
and like,
right.
hey, here's, like, let me show you a lesson or some
Right.
shit, right? Like, that's what white people do. No offense, guys. But like that's what, you know, it's like, let me fucking
It's
show you
really
the
hard
lesson.
having to educate all the other races all the time.
To show him what's right.
You really you don't know the struggle that we go
That
through.
is fair. To show them how to colonize, that's totally fair. Nick, I didn't even think of that.
You know how hard it
That
is.
guy's been
You
colonizing
know how hard
all
it is to
day.
go into another civilization and tell them your whole way of life is wrong.
You're so right.
You know how hard it is getting that much pussy all the time from all the savings that we're doing.
That's true. I guess I didn't think of that.
This is Jesus. He's saving you.
You're welcome.
Now give me your weapon.
He's living through my body right now.
No, so fucking dude. This guy starts screaming. I get nervous. I cut in, and the guy just like keeps walking. I swear to God, my dad turns around and goes, "Who was he yelling at?" I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I go, are you serious? He was screaming at you, like you. He's like, why was he screaming at me? I'm like, your fucking hat. And this is, I'm ashamed to say I did this. I'm ashamed. I'm fully ashamed to say. I told him, I go, let's just put the hat in the car. I don't want to deal with any bullshit here.
You're gonna get me beat up.
Yeah, that's the thing. And because truthfully.
You did to him what he did. Your parents used to do to you, and like you and your siblings were fighting over one toy. Like you were just gonna put it away.
Exactly.
No one gets the toy.
No one gets the
Exactly.
toy.
That is literally what it was. And
Did
so,
he do it? Did he put the hat
He
on?
did. To his credit, he didn't fight me. Usually he would fight me like, no, this is America. This is America. This is my right. First Amendment. I'm like, but
he doesn't even have a gun.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a gun. He was talking about the Second Amendment last
He just
night.
likes the idea of it.
Well, he liked it yesterday. I'll tell.
So
Do you know what he said to me after he goes, I'm going to get a gun, but no bullets. I'm like, what's the point of that? Like, that's my father. Half measures all day. He's like a fucking. He's like a.
But no bullets.
He's like a drug addict that will like half let go of drugs. You know what I mean?
No, what
Like-
you got to do is for his birthday get him a trank gun.
or you could get him a flare gun.
I could, or a BB gun.
Oh yeah, you could get him.
Little
Is it
airsoft.
still there? Is there an airsoft
Yeah,
gun?
yeah,
Get him a gel blaster.
Just hand him that fucking thing.
I give him this a month later. I just see him pointing it at my mother. The rice was overcooked again. The rice was overcooked
Oh, then
again.
it's a fake.
Yeah, toy gun flashing
Oh,
across
yeah,
the
yeah.
screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a fake, guys. It's a fake. They would never let me hold a real one.
Oh, dude.
It looks so sick. I get white guns are popular. I get white guns.
Remember
The whole time you're just pointing at Mason. We're like, toy gun, toy gun. The audience is like, go off.
Hey, I let Shyam hold my gun the other night, and he was like,
No, thank you. A gun, you know the gun story.
your
my
guns?
cousin?
I
Yeah.
sort. Oh!
Yeah. gun-
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
That fucked me up.
Oh, I
Yes,
bet.
I was wicked nervous yesterday.
Isn't it weird how when you hold the gun, it just starts doing this for some reason? You're like, what are you doing?
I looked at, dude, it's, yeah.
Oh my god. But no.
When you hold it,
bullets.
it's like when you're standing at the edge of a cliff and you're like, I could jump.
Yeah.
It's the same when
hate
you're
it
like,
really is, dude. It really
in
is.
your mind, you're just like,
100%.
Terrible.
Wait, what's
100%.
the gun story?
Oh, I mean, so one night I was kind of coked up, and my cousin has
Coca-Cola?
guns. No, no. I was drinking that too, but I sell that, Nick. Come on, have my store. I was with my cousin has guns, and he's got a fucking big 357 Magnum, and I was like, I was fucking fucked up. I was like, yo, shit, break out the gun. And my cousin's even fucking. My cousin's the craziest person I know. He fucking. He's got a fully loaded 357 Magnum. I go, why is it fully loaded right now. We're in Stoneham, Massachusetts. And he's like, I got to be ready, son. I'm like, okay, all right. I guess that makes sense. And he says some bullshit. He's like, yeah. He's like, there's no safety on, but it still won't go off because the pin or something.
Classic.
Is there some
gun
pin?
sto-
Is there some pin?
Well, there's a firing pin.
He's like,
but,
there's the firing pin.
and
is
the
not-
hammer.
Yeah, like whatever, right? So he's like, so he's literally about to put it away, and I'm just like, Shiv, it makes no sense to me how like if the safety's off, it still won't go on. And he goes, watch this. He goes, just watch. He goes, if I did this with the screw, he
This
goes,
is how
and
people
then-
kill each other.
Literally, he goes, if I did this with the screw and blah blah blah, and then he fucking clocks the thing, and I'm standing like, I mean, closer than me
Right.
to you, and I'm like right behind him, and he points it at the fucking screen door. He goes, watch, nothing will happen, and he pulls the trigger, and all you hear is, boom, and like, you know that sound.
Thank God it wasn't
The
pointed
ringing?
at you.
The ringing?
Dude, it was straight out of Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
I look at my cousin, I go, oh, and the first thing I said, I did the most hood thing I could do. Most hood thing I could think of. I was like, give me the gun. I'm gonna ditch this fucking gun. That's the first thing that came out of my mind. And then he was like, he literally looked at me, he goes, I'm gonna get fucking arrested. I'm gonna go arrested. So,
But he owned the gun legally, I'm sure.
but he had just moved to Massachusetts from Ohio.
Oh, and
like
the guns
2
weren't
weeks ago.
registered. Because
He
in
didn't register.
Massachusetts, you have to register
Register.
when you move to a town.
If it went off without being unregistered, he would have been fucked.
Yeah.
He would have been fucked.
And did you run? Wait, did the cops come?
Nobody came. I don't know how nobody came.
That's also kind of alarming.
That's yeah. Well.
It's Massachusetts. They're like, is that a car backfire?
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, it was shot from inside the house, and it's a double
Right,
door.
right.
So it hits. It cracks the double door, shatters that. Then it goes into the house. The bullet fucking hole is still there, but he literally, dude.
He still lives there.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
no
no,
shit.
I mean, dude, the chain of events are insane. His best friend's a carpenter who also owns guns. Literally, so we went to Lowe's. We got a bunch of wood. We boarded up the door that night, and then the dude came over and just fucking replaced the windows
Nice.
the next
So
day.
it was like- yeah,
And
like it
took,
never
took the
happened.
gun away from him too.
Did he? Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
just like, you can't.
You're
do
not
this right
responsible.
now. Yeah.
Dude, that's how so many friends accidentally kill their friend. They're like,
Yeah.
look, it won't fire.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, oh, I killed Shyam.
Yeah. Dude, I loved guns up. I mean, I was starting to like get to really love guns because I went to the gun range before that. I took fucking a
In
bunch
New
of
Hampshire,
edibles.
right?
Yeah, I took a bunch of
Yeah.
edibles. I was like, this is the fucking sickest thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, there is nothing better than this.
It is fun shooting
It's
guns.
so much.
It's
Even
fun.
yesterday was so much fun,
Yeah.
dude.
What guns did they let you guys shoot?
they
All
sh-
pistols?
We just shot a Glock 17.
Okay.
That was it. Because we did like a beginner thing. So
Did
we
he
were-
really go, oh, Shyam?
No, I mean, no. But you know what's funny? I was a way bigger pussy than him.
Really?
Yeah, I like pulled him aside because like he bitches about shoulder pain. I'm like, hey, it's gonna kind of cock back. Like, don't be afraid. Just keep pulling until it's empty. And he was like, yeah, whatever. And he just goes up there. He's like, oh, Corey. The guy's name's Corey. Corey, how do you put? And the guy puts it in. He slaps it in. He's like, and he's got like the most awkward stance. He's like, it's. Bing! And he's like, yeah, America. 2020 was robbed. 2020 was robbed.
Freedom.
Like, yeah, literally. And like he had the biggest grin. I was actually happy. It was the first time I've actually given him a gift that he fucking likes.
Yeah,
It was his birthday
right.
Yesterday, so
Oh,
fucking,
gotcha.
So
Your father is a Gemini.
he is. Yeah, he is. Gemini cannot make decisions. I don't even know if that's what it is, but
That's got
I
something
don't
to do
like
with it.
change.
yes, does not like change.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't like change either.
Oh yeah. That's right. You're fucking June 8th, but yeah. So that was the most alarming, on the verge of like getting in trouble story. Most of the other stories are just fucking. My God, like he'd be like, I'm fucking. It would be in Virginia. He's thirsty as fuck. I'm like, all right. So I'd go to the store and get a bottle of like ice cold water. He's like, that's too cold. So then we walk somewhere and get fountain from a water from a fucking water fountain. It's like shit like that. Like he's a fucking.
Oh, it's so hot in here. It made my beers warm. Can we pass these?
Yeah, they are warm.
Pass these to Nick Corey.
Guarantee they're fine.
They're.
It's
medium.
like it's grossly when they're not super cold, they're kind of not good.
Yeah, that's true.
Cut that out. I don't want it to hurt my chances. Miller Lite, please sponsor me.
At least this time he's not drinking a White Claw when he says it.
That is such a Mason move. That is such a Mason
Oh
move.
wait, so you come over yesterday and I'm like, oh, I got food coming.
That
Super
was-
excited. Oh, thanks, buddy.
That was so...
super excited. And you're like, oh, what'd you get?
Do you know
Dairy
this mother-
Queen.
It's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Dairy
He's
Queen
all-
in Texas. In Austin, Texas. I'm not like a foodie or something, but like, there's so much good food
He
around.
listed off like his Monday, his weekly, like
I told him.
he eats once a day. Like
Disgusting.
horrible.
I mean, I don't. Not disgusting. I
Taco
hate
Bell?
disgusting. Who the fuck gets Taco Bell in Texas? That is the most like putrid. That's like going to India. That's literally
Getting McDonald's.
Literally, yeah. Basically, that's insane to me. That is insane and truly.
It's horrible.
It's horrible, Mason. It makes me not like.
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, you are on steroids, though. Holy shit. When I fucking saw you
I'm
since
not
last
on
year-
steroids.
He's on steroids. He is on fucking roids. I play football. I know when somebody's on steroids. You're on steroids.
Mason doesn't know he's on steroids, but all the chicken and food and meat that
Oh,
he gets from all the places is so injected in fucking
it's the GMOs.
the GMOs.
yeah.
You're so-
What is a GMO?
Gay man origin. That's what makes.
Three
That's how
words he knows
gays
that
are.
start with those letters.
Gay man's origin. That's how gays get gay.
What was your GMO then?
Well, I'm
Tell-
not,
tell us the story
I
of
didn't
your
turn. I'm not
GMO.
gay yet. I got maybe after some more years of Taco Bell.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah. So that's disgusting, Mason.
So, are your parents excited to move to Dallas?
no, not at all. No.
Why are they moving?
No, they had dinner separately yesterday. My dad's birthday. Yeah.
They're
Do
not
they
divorced.
do they have separate rooms?
My mom slept on the couch last night, which is funny because the guy usually sleeps on the couch. Indian culture.
Well, yeah, he's like, good, that's just my bed.
Yeah, you are sleeping on the couch, you bitch. I am the king. I am the king.
This is-
Amalaya. Man, what? Go ahead. Sorry. I hate myself.
But I meant like when they have their like at their house in Massachusetts. Did they have separate bedrooms?
Yeah. For before, they've gone on and off. My mother, there was a while my mother didn't sleep with my father for a little bit, and then not fucking like they still.
Yeah.
You know, she still sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I actually wondered when the last time is they fucked. I mean, they're like, because they're in their 70s now.
Oh,
so,
probably
like,
at least a decade.
yeah, it has to be. Unless maybe she gave him a hand job or something. I don't know. I think I've caught my dad jacking off. I've caught him watching porn before.
What kind of porn was he watching?
Literally the same shit as I was. Some ass porn with black dudes.
With black dudes?
Yeah. Not a gangbang, but it was a black dude specifically because I remember the girl, Naomi Russell, legend.
You ever notice sometimes in porn a white guy will have a black dick? Like the coloration is like off.
I actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's weird.
But I think those are like more Latino guys, though, right?
Yeah.
Probably so.
Yeah. But I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess they'd be more like, what are those white Southern Americans like Brazil and Guatemala and shit?
Or Latin Americans. Mason.
Oh,
Those white
How
southern.
often on these podcasts? How often are you just like correcting his shit?
Oh, all the time.
Hey, dude, but
The best part is because he knows he doesn't know something. He'll try and breeze past him like, hold up. We're definitely addressing, what'd you just call it? Interceptional Venus? Like,
Oh god.
dude, when I laughed just now, I farted.
yeah, that happens.
Whatever. I would prefer the burps. but
Hey, I
your
mean,
house.
not to keep bringing it up, but have you seen the test we made Mason take? He's autistic.
Get the fuck out of
Dude,
here.
we'll show, after this, we'll show you the video. It's fucking
Fuck yeah.
I'll show you.
So
we don't,
his
we don't need
his
to get into it.
girlfriend-
Everybody knows, but well, this is gonna be something for afterwards because you know him. We're friends. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, you never been arrested?
I've been arrested?
Have you?
Oh yeah, I've been arrested once. But
Have you done it before? Has done jail tales?
It was an audio episode, and I don't remember if he told the
what
story.
is jail tales?
It's the only segment we have.
Okay.
Jail
I've never
tales.
done this. I've never done
Okay, cool. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
jail
All right.
tales.
So just tell us about the time you went to jail.
Well,
or
it-
whichever time of the time that you went to jail you want to talk about that you can think is
You've
a
only
fun,
been
good
once,
story.
I've been
pussy.
In jail. I've been in
Mason's
jail
been
one
19
time.
No.
It was for a pussy reason too.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Fucking pussy.
Coming from the guy who went to jail 10 times. That was good. It was a very pussy reason. It was in college for minor possession of alcohol.
Oh,
and,
I've had so many of those.
and it was only because I was a fucking dickhead to the cop.
All right, it'll happen.
Yeah. I don't know why I was. I don't know why I felt. I mean, I was on the football team at the time. I was with a football kid. I was like, I was kind of like big man on campus.
Were you
I was friends
jacked?
with I wasn't jacked, but I was in much better shape than I used to be.
He's shaped like the Grinch.
Yeah, you nailed that. I almost cut my wrist last night when you said that. I'm like, I did, which makes sense. I used to celebrate Christmas too. So, what the fuck was I saying?
About you had a minor in possession and
Oh.
you were a dick to the cop.
Yeah. I thought I was like king shit at this time, and I was friends with everybody on campus. I'm going to all the parties and shit, and I'm just like, I'm 20 years old. I'm about to be 21 in like literally like 4 months or like a month. It happened in September, literally.
Right.
And yeah, the guy comes up, and we were so fucking stupid. We just had an open hand.
Oh,
we just had a
and
handle,
passing it around.
Just like we were not even at a party. We were literally just by ourselves, like outside waiting for a cab or whatever the fuck, right?
Right.
So it's an undercover cop pulls up. I'm with a white friend of mine. Now at this point, I'd gotten in trouble in campus a couple times. So if I'd gotten in trouble again, I was gonna get kicked off.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. The guy's fucking checks our ID. He's about to let us go, and as he's giving my ID, I just fucking snatch it out of his hand. And it was the most
Classic
It was the most
drunk
like
move.
it was a really Patel thing to do, if I have to say. An Indian would do that.
Dave
because
Patel.
Yeah, it would be a Dave Patel thing. Yeah, an Indian white guy. That's exactly what it would be. Yeah, 'cause with I was walking around with the confidence of a white guy, and as soon as I did that, he's like, "Fuck that," and he just grabbed my fucking wrist. He put him behind my back. He arrested me. Luckily, though. I got arrested. I spent the night, and then I came home in the morning and went back to court. I had some random fucking lawyer just help me for free. He was Rob. I'll never forget
Well,
his
those
name.
are called court-appointed lawyers.
He was so nice, though.
Yeah.
He was so fucking nice. He was like Robert Redford. I'll never forget his name. And
That's an actor.
Is it? Well, this
Robert
guy-
Redford was Jeremiah Johnson.
Robert Bedford. I apologize. This guy's name is Robert Bedford. Fuck off, Mason. What if it was Robert Redford? Who the fuck corrects that? Fucking dickhead. Yeah, shut the fuck up. My fucking story, piece of shit.
Sorry.
Anyway. Rumba thanks. Thank you, Nick. I wish it was a little darker, like when Dalsim used to punch people in Street Fighter. Fucking, and we're fucking. What the fuck was I talking about now?
Sorry.
Jail.
The court
Jail.
Robert
Okay, yeah.
Redford.
Anyway,
Robert
yeah.
Redford
Go
is
jail,
your
blah, blah, blah.
court-appointed lawyer.
I get in trouble on campus. I get suspended from the football team, and I have to go to school court. I got to go to. So I'm fine with the law. It's just they dismiss without whatever. I just said like, yeah, I won't do it again. Whatever, blah blah blah.
Right.
And then they're like, I have to go to school court now because whether I can live on campus or not. So my two things happen. My football coach shows up to vouch for me, and the guy who arrested me didn't show up to the hearing. And the other thing that helped me was because I was with it's insane. Because I was with a white dude. I mean, I clearly was in the wrong. If I didn't snatch my ID, the guy wasn't going to arrest me, right?
Yeah.
But because I was with another dude who happened to be white, and they didn't arrest him, and they arrested me, they found me like totally fine and like I
Yeah,
could stay
because
on
they were
campus.
like, it's a little racist.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like,
And also,
racism is great.
you're like really white.
Yeah, I am. I
Like
am.
you
I am.
love sports.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
a real fucking
I play
like
fantasy
white
football.
Bostonian.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
like are like the like you're like all the Boston guys.
Yeah.
You're the same.
Yeah. Shut the
Probably-
fuck up,
that's
Mason.
probably why I like you. Because if you were all thank you, come again, I don't think
There's a word for that. It's called coconut. Brown on the outside, white on the inside. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, does your dad sport? You guys went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, my dad is over the years has
How was
become
that? Which one?
the COVID one.
And he wore a Trump shirt.
You'll love this story.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, let's hear
you're gonna love this story. This one's probably. I don't want to hype it up. Maybe.
No,
who
it's
knows?
a great-
You might
it's a
hate
great
this
story.
You might hate it. We went to the Super Bowl. It was right when the vaccine had just come out. My dad. So funny thing about my dad is he's a Republican, but he's also a hypochondriac. So he was like, "Holy shit, this hoax is gonna kill me for like months." You know what I mean? This is basically what he was. So we. I'll never forget it because it was the day of the NFC and AFC championship games. I was fucking high off Molly the night before. I did Molly with Tilson actually. A bunch of party with him. Stayed so we were up to like 4 a.m, right?
Yeah.
And I usually watch the games with my father. So next day rolls around. I'm hungover. I make it to my house at halftime. We're watching the games. Bucks are dominating. And my dad literally looks at me and goes, "Hey, if they win, I'm not going to do the acts for this. So, hey, if they win, we're going to go to this fucking game. And I'm like, are you sure? Because you filed for bankruptcy 10 years ago. So, like, you have no money. So, I don't know where, like, what you're doing, like, whatever. He's like, nope, we're going. He's in his 70s. I get why, because he's like, he wants to just, and he loves Brady, because Brady's a Trumper. Or his friends with Trump. His friends with Trump. He loves Brady.
And it's Patriots.
No, Buccaneers. So, this is Bucks. So, this is COVID.
Okay, gotcha.
So, they win. The initial price comes out. It's way out of our budget. A week goes by. A bunch of Chiefs fans pull out. The weather's supposed to be shitty. The price comes down. We're like, all right, we're going. Now, side story of this whole fucking thing. We didn't have tickets till 4 o'clock on game day. It was the most stressful bullshit I've ever...
But you already flew down.
We already flew down. We were at the hotel. It was the most insane... That's a separate story. But anyway, the day before the game, we got a couple things to do. Now, it's cold. It's still the heat of COVID, okay? And my dad's 70. He's diabetic at the time. So he hadn't been vaccinated yet. And so we're in Tampa, and it's fucking free for all. Nobody gives a shit down there. Like,
no,
you can wear a mask. I mean, they tell you to wear the mask, but nobody's gonna bust your balls or anything, right? The whole time I'm like, mask up, mask up. He didn't even give a shit, right?
Mask on the chin,
literally, yeah, the whole time. So, dude, and this is after the election too. So the Trump lost technically, but everybody still like fucking think like whatever. So. We're at the hotel. We're at a sick hotel. It's Don Cesar. It's like right on the beach. And there's this huge like pub crawl going outside on the beach. So I'm like, all right, this is good. We'll be outside, go do some shit. Because he's not a big drinker. He's old. You gotta, it's like caring for a fucking child. So dude, we're walking around. He's got this blood red Trump 2020 shirt on. The election just ended like a month ago, okay? Blood red. It's so loud red. Like he sticks out like he's brown. He's a brown guy with a Trump shirt on in the middle of Tampa, Florida. Sore thumb doesn't even do justice how bad he sticks out. Like, you know what I mean?
Is Tampa like not Trump? Doesn't
no. I'm saying like because he's brown and a Trumper. There's fucking. They're all like looking at him like they're like, oh my God, this is God. God has arrived. Like this is. Where do we put the rose petal? They're like looking at him like
he's one of the good ones.
Yeah, exactly. So
I don't normally like you.
Dude, we are diverse. We got one.
Yeah,
see? Look at him. He's right there.
Exactly, and he loves it. Like so he's and my dad is a little. Let me preface the story. He's a little autistic. Like he's like he's got to be.
I think you just mean foreign.
You're not foreign. You're autistic.
That's a good point.
No, I have plenty of foreign family. My dad's a little autistic.
Okay. So he's foreign and autistic.
Exactly, yeah. Like I don't want to but he's got he's got issues, so whatever. So dude,
look at me when I'm talking to you, but I'm not gonna make eye contact.
Exactly. Well, no, he'll make too much eye contact. That's the type of autistic he is. So
he's like, hold the gaze.
Yeah. Trump won. Hillary fucks children.
Don't get me started on Pizzagate.
So,
no, you don't do it.
So, we're walking around, dude. I'm just walking around, and we're just like walking. Like I'm like, all right, like all of a sudden, dude, there's these two women. Must have been like their mid to late 40s, early 50s. They see him. And they go, hey, nice shirt. And my dad stops in the dead of his tracks. And like I can't tell you because his eyes like lit up. Because he's horny too, I'm sure. And they were hot. They were good looking. They're good looking. Two good looking white women from Newport, Rhode Island.
Worth a couple mangoes.
Worth a fucking couple of truckloads, I'd say, my friend. Hey, I'm willing to spend on those.
Yeah.
So he makes a beeline for them, and he starts talking all this shit, right? And they are fucking loving it. Like, they love this fucking guy. They're like, holy shit, this is... John Kerry is a crook. Hillary Clinton is a bitch. This is like, just the Democrats
He's
are
holding
crooks.
court.
Literally, the Democrat... I'm being dead serious, 10 minutes not taking a breath. And crushing, by the way.
Yeah,
Murdering. Like, because, like, they're looking at me, they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. I'm giving them a look like, be careful what you wish for. Like, you know what I mean?
You should just set the camera up.
Yeah, dude, I
wish.
Dude, I
wish.
wish.
Been your dad's special.
Do you know in 1996, like, the sales tax, I'm from Massachusetts, Democrats are crooks, they rape, this, that, and the other thing, like, all this shit, right? all of a sudden he's crushing, and there's a silence, right? And it's like silence, and I see his face, and you can tell in his face he's like, "Fuck, what?" Like,
Oh, this is what my son feels on stage on Mondays.
When he's in that VFW.
literally, like he's searching. He's like, "Fuck, these women, I think, want to fuck me. Like, I gotta keep going. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate my wife. Like, I gotta do this. I gotta close this." And I could see it in his eyes. He doesn't know what to say. Dude, I'm being dead serious. There was a silence in this. It was 10 seconds silent. It was 1,000, 2,000, 10 seconds of silence where I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the women are just like got a smile on their face. I swear to God, dude. In a panic, in an
desperation.
Thank you. And I can't believe you just gave me a fucking word. I fucking hate myself. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh my fucking God. You just fucking gave me a word. You gotta be shitting me. All right. Anyway,
that's the autism. Sometimes I'm smart.
Yeah. Sometimes I smart. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Sentence doesn't count. Fuck that. Fuck that. So, dude, that 10 seconds, and the lady's looking at him, he's looking at him, and I swear to God, dude, he looks at them, he goes, by the way, do you guys know Bill Clinton raped 25 women? And they look at him, they're like, what? They're like, we're Democrats now. And like, it literally completely
ruined
killed
everything he said.
They were just like, okay, well, great to meet you. And literally, he's like,
He just starts quoting Alex Jones.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
Frogs are gay.
Literally.
Did he ask you like, well, how was it?
What?
Like, was he like, how did I do?
No. My dad doesn't think like that. When my dad's doing that shit, he's in the moment and he's doing it for himself.
And then nothing after.
He thinks he's spreading gospel.
Wow.
My dad hates Jesus Christ, doesn't have any idea how close he thinks he is to Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
It's so funny.
It's hilarious. What identity crisis comes in many different forms.
It's so funny. I'm good.
I'm good
Oh,
too right
man.
now.
Huh?
I'm good too.
You can keep that over there with you if you want.
Wow, you provide everything too, huh? Holy shit! This is an
great.
A+ producer.
He's the best.
To keep this Nick with the shout out with this is the best producer. Holy shit! I had a producer on Pack. Well, yeah, he actually hooked us up too. So fuck off, Nick. And he was black, so I could say the N-word around him.
And so,
Not to make matters worse, but every time I do a sound drop, you'd think that Nick, and I'm Nicholas is doing this. I've been doing the sound drops the whole time.
No, I know that. No.
Because every time I do a sound drop, you're like, thanks, Nick.
No. Oh, my bad.
Oh, you thought he was doing it?
You know what?
I know.
I know what it's like to not be appreciated by my parents. I love you so much. You know that? I just took a shit. I just ate with that hand.
You do it wrong, you go.
My God, very good. Up the elbow.
So you said you were thinking of restarting Dude, Where's My Goat?
Yeah. Alan and John have been fucking, they're in New York and shit. And, Alan Fitzgerald, the funniest comic we know.
So fucking funny.
Guy from Boston.
I've quoted him on here before.
Oh, I mean, he's the most quotable comic I know. He did the shit. He did the roast battle in front of Blue Strait Gomez and Jay
murdered, I'm
Okerson.
sure.
Yeah, he won. So hopefully, his special's coming out soon. So they want to get together and do that. And the original Dude, Where's My Goat was fun.
It was so good, dude.
It was fun. It was fun.
Literally,
Alan's
there was
the
not a
greatest,
moment of not fucking laughing.
It was.
I did it once, and I was nervous because I was like, I don't think I can keep up.
Yeah.
I barely even said anything. I was just like,
well, Alan.
I'll definitely be on that podcast then,
dude. Dude.
it was
I'll
fun.
definitely come on,
dude. Of course, of course.
Are you guys gonna like try to?
At first, I thought you just bought a new goat. But
Nick's like, at first, I thought you got married.
I just thought that you're like the first one where you'd play. I thought it was like something where you're like, hey guys, today we're gonna try and find the goat, and then one day you're actually like, fuck, it's actually gone.
Oh man,
Rishma, where'd you go, Rishma?
Yo, I am so impressed. Wow. Bro,
hey, don't make up words.
that's a real name. How did you know? I'm very thoroughly
I
impressed.
grew up around a lot of it.
It's like a Bonix.
Yep, you're right. I grew up around it.
Was there a lot of 7-Elevens where you grew up?
Yeah,
or-
Sonny, he owned the one by our house and the one by our family business, and he was the nicest guy.
What's the family business?
Just auto glass.
Mortuary.
Nice.
No,
Mortuary. That's interesting.
no, that was
He
the
picked up
side gig.
dead bodies.
Really?
I'm gonna get that fucking.
Are you
knack.
serious? Yo, don't take this the
When I
wrong
was
way.
like 22, I did.
That explains
Not
so much.
surprising. We really do.
That literally just clicked so much shit in my head. That, okay. All right,
Makes a
word.
lot of sense.
Yeah. No, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. Okay.
The first podcast we did together, he told us all about it.
Yeah. Can you, without repeating, can you give me a little like?
Yeah, because that was audio.
Just what do you? Yeah, it was all audio, so you can. I mean,
I would love to. I mean, I literally talked to.
so when I was like 22, I was working at Chase Bank.
Okay. And
Imagine having him. Were you a teller?
Yeah, I was like 22 years old.
And you're just so you don't smile, so you're just like,
oh,
is that what you
I was
want?
like 22, man. I was a whole different person back then.
that's true.
You know,
Chipper.
but yeah,
Oh, you were more chipper.
yeah, I hadn't
Hadn't had life.
picked up dead bodies yet.
and hadn't experienced life.
Experienced life. Yeah. No, but I was working there, and it was a good job for being 20.
Chase Bank, you're saying?
21, Chase Bank. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a teller. You know, you're
Yeah,
making
whatever.
more than minimum wage. You got benefits.
Sure.
Monday through Friday gig, and I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
going to college.
Oh, you didn't go to college?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
Or no, I did later. But
Okay.
And what a great story. He scammed the government.
Okay, we'll get to that.
but then so
So
I
you
was,
are Indian. All right, go ahead.
yeah. Oh yeah, I get my money.
My name is.
That does
Nick.
mine.
My money and I want it now.
But these people, these guys were coming in cashing checks, and their checks for them, they were like more than my full-time checks, and they were like part-time guys. And I had to look at all the checks and the names, and one said J.K. Mortuary. I was like, dude, that's wild. It's like, yeah, we work part-time over there for a couple days, like half the week. And I was like, really? I was like, oh shit. All right, cool. And then like I was like, didn't think about it. A couple weeks later, like the manager came in. He had a check that was like bigger than that. I was like, oh man. He was just depositing it, and I was like, it seems like an interesting job. He's like, well, we have a full-time position open if you want an application. And I was like, okay, give me an application. And then like I waited I had the application for like 2 weeks, but within that 2 week period, one of my good friends died in a car accident, and kind of like really bummed me out. And my dad was like, you know, the older you get, the more funerals you go to. You got to get comfortable with it. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to take this job.
Like, this will help me be cold and dead inside.
That's how it'd be cold and dead inside, yeah.
He's like, son, you better get used to it. Your friends are going to die.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, so.
Get
Yo,
practice
I'm
with
sorry
strangers.
that happened.
Yeah,
That's-
no, it helped. It got me more comfortable with death.
It worked. Turns out.
I'm so fucked up. It is so fucked up. I can't believe I'm laughing. Yo, that is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Your best friend?
Just a very close friend, yeah.
Close
Very,
enough that it was upsetting.
Yeah. It's like someone we spent like every day with, you know, part of the group. You know, when you're that young, you're hanging out in groups.
Yeah, especially 22.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, I was 21 when I was 21, and then
Damn, dog.
I did the job for like 6 months.
You only did it for 6 months? Mm-hmm. Can I?
But that's
can
a
I ask you a
lot.
personal question? What was the
Like 1,300
a week?
people in that 6 month period.
Well, I was actually asking the money.
I thought you meant like how many bodies.
No, I don't give a
what I
fuck.
thought,
Yeah,
too.
I don't give a fuck about
I thought that
You thought
too.
bodies?
Yeah, I thought bodies.
I don't give
yeah.
a shit about the bodies. well,
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was like that.
Was it
but
100 a body?
I think it was more like
Because
honestly,
at
where
the
I
time,
lived, I think-
at the time you were.
I used to
at
have a
being
notebook
22.
of all because I used to have to log everything. So then I just had a separate notebook that I just had kept for me that I had logged all their names and how they died.
Bro, you psycho. That's psychotic.
Take the glasses off. Take the fucking glasses off. I can't look at you anymore.
That's so weird. I didn't know that. You've never said that.
Yeah, but I got rid of it. Eventually, I grew as a person.
No, it's because you probably memorized it. It's like, oh
So,
man,
wait,
Dennis
Nancy.
Miller,
okay,
Janice Johnson.
Wait, okay. Hey, get back to that. Wait. So 1,300 bodies a month, you said?
No, I think that was like total over the period.
6 months?
Like
Okay.
the 6 months. No,
So-
I think it might have been less. I think it might have been closer to like six to 800.
And you're what? Like you're transporting them? You're
Yeah, I go where they died, put them in a bag, and I take them like, to the morgue.
So you're like with the cops.
Yeah,
Or
I
the,
showed
in
up
the
to the
ambulance.
cops, but it was like it's a mortuary company, so they had like contracts with like 90 different funeral homes in California, and then they also had the Fresno PD contract. So it was like 60-40, 60 old people, 60% old timers, you know, just normal stuff, and then like 40% like the most fucked up shit, like just all that
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Dude, so you gotta see some fucked up.
Oh yeah, the first day, the manager that I met at the bank, he came and picked me up. Like, all right, we got one. And,
we got one.
Wait, they throw you live?
Wait, how else would
Yeah.
you
What's
do
the
it?
training? There's no training?
No, yeah, there was no.
You have
training.
There's no training.
No,
What
no.
training
What
would
the
you
fuck
need?
is this? What do you mean what training? You're
You have hands. You gotta
No,
pick
this
it
was
up.
just a subcontracted out company owned by like this Mexican couple, like these guys, you know, and they just had a bunch of.
They're not doctors.
They just had a bunch of Suburbans with no back seats and gurneys, you know, and
But that's,
blacked out
what I'm
windows.
saying. Like, isn't it a medical procedure?
No,
No, they're
'cause-
dead.
No, it's just transport, purely transport.
Okay, but they do go through a medical
Yeah,
procedure.
like we
right?
just take them to the place, like.
Where they do the autopsy.
So check this out. The first day we go to this apartment that's like a mile and a half away from my apartment.
Dude, this
We're
is
like driving him to the. I remember his name's Art. His name's Art. I won't say his last name, but it's Art for sure. Art came pick him up. We're talking, he's hanging.
his real first name. It's just I'm not gonna use his last name.
Wait, you said his last name?
No. I'm saying.
No, yeah, it was Art. So Art came and picked me up, and we go and we get to this apartment complex. It's really shitty, like Section 8, like apartment complex. We go into this 1-bedroom apartment. There's like 2 cop cars outside, because they're there, and then we just go into there. And in this living room, it's like
You have
In
to
the-
finish it.
It's too warm.
You can't open it and not finish it.
I can do whatever the fuck I
You
want.
have to finish it.
What?
You don't even have fridges in India. Here.
First of all, yes, we do asswipe. Okay. They're called baths. All right, fine. I'll finish it later. Go ahead. I'll just dump it out when you're not looking.
I forgot.
You've ruined his fucking story.
Art picked him up.
No, I need to hear the story. You're at okay. I need to hear the story.
So
I
Art,
need to hear
Art
the
picks
story.
me up. We go inside, and it's just this crummy apartment, and there's just garbage, and not garbage, but just shit.
Hoarder
style to the ceiling, and the cops are just going through finding and like pulling out, and they just have like a pile of like all these little purse bags that are filled with like different amounts of money and stuff, and just it's just nasty.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's to the roof garbage.
I
We
assume-
walk into the bathroom, and there's this little elderly Asian lady that's like just all bloated and just sitting in sitting in a lawn chair in the middle, like between the sink and the wall, just like flopped out, and she's and like the corner or the actual corner came through, and the cops were like, yeah, because we have to take notes and stuff of,
like corner of the room.
yeah, exactly, we had to take notes.
You don't know what we're talking. You don't know what term he just used, do you?
You said exactly.
What?
You said exactly.
You don't know what term he was just referred to, do you? You said corner of the
wasn't
room, right?
paying
Yeah, I was
You
making
said
a pun off coroner.
Oh, so you knew what he meant by
Yeah.
corner? Okay.
I
I
told
was
you,
just, I
I'm
was just
not-
ignoring his interrupting.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Because I got through a lot. I got through a lot of this story without Mason interrupting.
Well, I wrote down a pun that I'm saving.
That's
Okay,
okay.
go ahead.
And you can just continue writing everything down and not talking.
I
you know?
did. That's why I wrote it down.
I know. I really want to hear this story.
Oh, I
Fuckface.
can't ever tell stories on there. Mason's the worst.
I wrote it down.
I do love you, though, Mason.
But no, so we go in, and he's like,
Wait a
"All
minute.
right."
By the way,
So this is my training.
you haven't told me how she died yet, right?
I think she had a heart attack, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, it was a nasty apartment.
Yeah, and she just like had been there for like 6 weeks.
What?
Yeah. So she was like a little bloated, starting to like lividity was starting to set
Wait a
in.
minute. How has she been there for 6 weeks?
She lived alone.
Holy.
Yeah, didn't have anybody in her life.
Sad.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so I mean, you gotta remember, people live like that. There's more out there than you think.
Oh wow.
It's like total incel, like lifestyle, like hoarder. And so this was my first dead body I've seen on the job, and I'm just like, okay. And he's like, all right, well, we got to take her from this chick and put her in a body bag. And I was like, okay. And they're like, this is how we're gonna do it. Like we put the body bag down, open it up. Like I'm gonna grab her by her shoulders and her shirt and her clothes and stuff, and you grab her by like her pants. You don't want to grab them by like the actual body part
makes
because
sense.
you know it could be mushy.
He said that too. I bet.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. So like I grab her by the pin there, grab her by her pants. You guys are by like underneath her arms by like a shirt and stuff, and we like picked her up out of the chair.
Wait a minute, time out. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing. Oh, so yeah, we had to wear. I went and I bought a pair of black slacks,
Okay.
a blazer.
I thought you just walked in here with a t-shirt.
You had to wear
No,
a blazer?
we had to wear like a suit. You know, we had to wear like all black.
suit?
That's all black.
I was
Not like
picturing
a fancy
scrubs.
one, but
like
just
not like a hazmat suit? Or
no, because like you got to remember, we're going to like funeral homes or we're going to people's families sometimes. You know, you don't know what the call's gonna be, so we're just dressed like. If we went to a PD call, the only thing that changed about our uniforms, we didn't have to wear the tie. You know, so I look like Men in Black, like going everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they weren't even in like special cars. They were just like 2005 Suburbans, Chevy Suburbans with blacked out windows and 22-inch rims, and like I look like I was selling crack.
Yeah.
And these things, you know, I didn't get mine. So hold on. He picks me up in one, right? This is the first day, and we're picking her up, and I'm holding her by her pants, and we're getting her over, and we get her over the chair, and I just hear this, and then my socks were wet.
As somebody that's been in the most disgusting country in this world, India, that sounds fucking horrendous.
And it sounded like
dude.
that's what it sounded like.
No, I just didn't.
Or-
it was just
gotcha.
like it was like, you know.
Oh yeah, like it popped, like a
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
You
just
had
like
her legs.
what it was like she was decomposing and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
and
yeah. No, I got it.
It was get soft, and then like the skin of her back, like her muscle tissue,
Yeah,
like
just
had
she just fell
ripped.
apart. Because I bet they
And
go
it wasn't
from
like she didn't like fall apart. It just the adjustment of her body tore, you know, and it was like, and then so I was like, oh my god, and he was just like, hey, you really broke your cherry today, didn't you? That's what Art told me.
That's all he said.
That's all he
He's
said.
like, hey, see you tomorrow.
No, and then so then we like pick her up, or like we zip her up, he shows me how to put her onto the gurney and like do everything, cause like I'm with him, and then we like talk to the cops, we sign out, like, or just take our notes, we drive to the city morgue, walk in, sign the like the body in by the name and everything, if we have it, or John Doe or Jane Doe. And just and then put them into the freezer, you know. And then you open up the freezer. It's just this big, open freezer, like and then there's just like a bunch of gurneys in there, and it's just like bodies on each one. On the walls, they had like John Does from like 10 years prior.
But the
and
bodies were still in there.
the bodies.
Why?
I don't know.
Probably like because they're under like investigation or something.
I have no idea. Like it's
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow.
And then Art took me home, and he goes, "All right, well, we'll pick you up
See you
tomorrow."
tomorrow.
I'm like, yeah, you had a good first day. He's like, "I'll call you tomorrow." And then they picked me up again the next day, and it was just like two normal passaways, you know, like two very normal passaways. And I went and did that, and he's like, "You do it?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool. We'll bring you your car tomorrow." And then they dropped off.
Here's
like,
your Suburban.
They dropped me off like an old Suburban, like the square type. It had blacked out
90s
windows,
model.
like the chrome gold 22s, like it. And then like I had to go through like and then it literally looked like I started selling like heroin and cocaine.
And they're
And I'm driving around in a suit.
Yeah. Dude, that is.
I'd have to go to like the worst parts of my town.
So you have to go
Yeah.
by yourself.
Eventually, yeah. Like
And you were on
I'd go
call.
to, like,
But
I'd go to old folks' home stuff by myself. I'd go to some like.
But
if it was
dude,
busy.
Regardless though, any body, how can one person?
It's like you just like wrap them up and like you put like a sheet. You like grab them by their clothes, lift them over. You like tuck the sheet in around
The
them
classic
underneath
white
them.
sheet.
Yeah, and then you just like put them over. You just let them fall back over the sheet. Lift this side halfway up, pull the sheet out from under them, and then just like kind of wrap them up, and then just drag them on. Just lift them up or drag them
gurney,
onto the
then you
gurney.
put the
Do legs first.
Okay.
Other part first if they're bigger. You know.
Okay.
Did you ever have
And
a
I-
huge obese person that
Yeah.
was tough to get on?
Yeah, we took 2 gurneys.
By yourself?
No, we
one,
had
yeah,
like
you
6
had to
people.
call in for
No,
help.
those were ones that are like the police were involved.
Oh,
you
okay,
know?
Oh, they help.
yeah.
They'll help you.
Oh yeah, they're like firefighters are there and
Okay.
shit. You know, you're like
Yeah.
okay.
So, like we don't
But-
have the crane right now.
But it
so
was crazy because like it paid really well, but it was like it did and it didn't.
Yeah.
Like
the mental.
because it was $25 per body,
that seems very little.
25 to 50. Yeah, but
That seems very little.
yeah, but people die a lot.
It's a good business.
But dude, if
all
you
the
did
time.
but if you did 1,300 in what you said 6 months, so
yeah,
call it
times
just
like
1,200.
average it, yeah.
Put your mic more in your mouth.
It is right in my mouth. What are you
So it's
talking
what,
about?
600 a
Yours up
month?
then.
No, not 600. Like 60 a month, 60 bodies a month,
Yeah.
roughly.
Times 50. Want to do this?
what-
It was
Was
pretty
it $3
decent.
grand a month? basically?
Yeah, pretty much. But for like,
Yeah, like what, 2 hours of work or whatever.
And
Yeah.
then you're on
And I was-
call, right?
I was on call. Yeah, and I was also a full-time weed dealer
Free
too.
car too.
Like this whole time.
Free
like,
car,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, free car, free gas,
that's
like-
free.
Oh,
That's-
nice.
They just gave me a phone. They
You
just
got
gave me
all the bennies.
They gave me a phone, and they're like, when it rings, you just gotta go and do your job. And I was like, okay. So I'd go to parties.
Oh,
I'd be partying with all my friends. I was 22. We go to parties and be getting drunk as fuck. And I just like I'd get like a gram of coke from like my friend, just have it on me at all times.
In case you
like
need to sober.
weekends.
I
in case
just
I
gotta
need to
get a
sober up,
body.
I'd be partying and I'd get a call. I'd go to the car, get my suit, and I'd like walk into the bathroom and change and do a couple lines.
I
And then
used to. That is so sick.
and then I would
You
just,
are Men in Black.
and then I would just drive. And then I'll never forget.
so
I'll never forget
sick.
this time. I drove to the freeway. It was literally the closest freeway to the house that I was partying at. Like I got there in like 5 minutes, and I was just all like gagged out. And like they shut the freeway down because there was like a big car accident. They had and like I drive up on there, and I'm just like, just fucking
Cops
geek. I'm
and
just like,
lights everywhere.
just geek.
Here for the body.
Just geek. No, and at this particular story, I've been doing this. I'm probably like at like month 5 or something like that. So I know some of these cops because I just see them all the time.
Sure.
You know, or and I just like show up and I'm just like, "What's up, Mark? How's your daughter's soccer game?" You know, like I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's the family?" And they're just like, "Oh, what do we got here?" There's a flipped over taco truck on this side, 3 crash cars over here, and then at the very end there's a car with a dude who's just like lacerated across the face, died. And they just got to pull him out. I literally just they're like, "All right," and they're just like. The guy, firefighters like cut the door off and like, all right, you can put him in the bag and just like grab him and pull him over into the bag and take him to the morgue.
And that's that.
And then I went, and then I like go to the morgue in the bathroom, wash up, and I'd come back to the party, go back into the bathroom, change my clothes, and then I just tell everybody what I just did.
And then I just tell everybody what I just did.
So once you, okay. So let me ask you this: so you're on call, you get the body, you finish that one. Is there any chance you get another one right after that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Are you serious?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
would you just
sometimes
stay
it was
out then?
busy. Yeah, sometimes it would be busy.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So you'll know if it's busy though.
Yeah, because I just get a call. But they also we had 6 people that worked, or we had 8 people that worked with them. So I got like every 8th call,
Okay.
and then I was still doing like averaging like 40 to 60 bodies a month.
Damn.
People die a lot.
That's so crazy, dude.
Decent. Yeah,
dog.
I mean, I was living in
And
a
then-
studio apartment that cost me like $400 is in this attic that had been just refurbished, but it was literally smaller than this living room.
But is this after? But is this? Did you own your house already?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm like 22.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just
That's
a
right.
dipshit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I'm just selling weed.
Tell them how you got free college.
An Indian
This is
would like
a
to hear
cool
this.
story. People need to
Please
hear
tell
this.
me.
So, I didn't go to college until I was like 26,
Okay.
and and I just had to basically file for FAFSA. But since I was 26, my parents couldn't claim me as a dependent anymore.
Okay.
My poverty level was low enough because I was working serving and making tips and selling weed. And,
Yeah.
You know, doing just started doing comedy. And I just applied for FAFSA, and they gave me a shit ton of money to go to school.
Well,
And
that
then,
makes me feel good as I paid $70,000 in
Right.
loans.
oh yeah, no, they gave me like a bunch of money for like each semester, and then for books as well. So
You fucking
So I
white
ended-
piece of shit.
yeah, so I mean, every semester I'd have
You know what? Never mind. I thought I liked you.
Every semester I had like $1,500 left over, and for books or something, you know, and.
So you wouldn't get the books.
Oh no, I had an iPad, so I just Googled. the name of the book and then put comma PDF version, and it just come right up. You just download it to your iPad.
Awesome.
That is the
That's
most
a-
Indian shit I've
And then
ever
I had
heard
a
in my
Mac,
entire life.
and like I didn't have a computer till I was like 19, really. So I'm not very good at typing. But I took philosophy in college, and I graduated. I got my bachelor's in philosophy. But what I do is when I write my papers, like my big term papers, I would be like, this is my term papers on. I'd drop acid on Friday. The paper's due on Monday. I drop acid on Friday, get fucked up for like the first few hours. And then when I'm starting to come down, I just start watching YouTube videos about the subject. And then I would just write my term paper and hit the dictation button on here. And I'd just be fucked up and just be talking the sentences. And it would just be typing. And later on, I'd just use Grammarly and go through and like fix this.
That is
every
Hell
time.
yeah.
awesome.
Wait,
I
what's
used to
the
literally
dictation
type out
thing?
my
What's
tape.
that?
I'll show you later. You can just like hit dictation and the microphone on here. You could talk into it and it'll type.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, voice to speak or speak to type. Type to voice to type.
I
It's
used
also
to,
called dictation.
I used
I
to,
mean, don't make terms up, okay? Don't be a dictation.
You know what? I'm gonna be totally honest. I fucking hate the puns. I'm your friend. By
Hey.
anything, I'm your friend, so I have to be
Hey.
honest with you. Fuck you.
Hey, yeah, I'm his friend too, but he's known as the Punisher around here.
Fuck you, dude.
Hey, wait, real quick. The one that I saved when you said it was nasty in the apartment, I said Mr. Nasty
Wow, I can't believe you said that.
What?
because Mr. T,
Why would you bring it up?
Mr. Nasty,
Oh, okay.
Why would you save that?
because it was good. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I need to start talking about that shit on stage. It's just hard to find like where the funny is on it. But
yeah,
this
no
will
shit.
This will definitely help. But
Did you ever pick up any kids?
yeah,
That's probably fucking rough.
yeah.
And let me ask them. I mean, I don't.
Picked up a bait. Or
Were you ever like? Did you ever like? Were you ever like? I mean, you did it for 6 months. You said, right?
yeah, rough 6 or 7.
What?
months, something
Why'd
like
you
that.
stop? If you don't mind me asking.
I got fired.
Oh, I
For
gotta
showing
hear.
up on cocaine.
I gotta hear this story. for showing up.
No,
on
I'm just kidding. I don't
No,
know.
no, actually, because when I got hired, they just told me like.
So you would have continued then?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't quit. I'm not. a person. I mean, I actually do quit. I just find better work. But I was like,
Yeah.
You did quit.
no, I got fired
Yeah.
technically. But I really wanted it. Like, I was like getting over it. I was like, man, I'm glad I did this job, but I don't want to do it anymore. It's just rough, you know.
What was like the final thing that you got fired for?
All right. So you got some heart to you.
So
you're
I
not
was like-
totally.
I was doing a lot of mushrooms and acid at the time,
Yeah.
so like I was having that internal conflict.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? It's like, be a good person. Why?
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
Did you ever get called to a thing when you were on a psychedelic?
No, I'd make sure I'd scheduled those like
Okay.
on my days off.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah, because I was like, I
Because fuck.
don't want to drive and do that.
No.
stuff, you know?
No, that would not.
That's what we're talking. No, because especially like if I get called and I have to go places where there's cops and I freak out.
Yeah.
You know, like no.
No, it's horrible.
Yeah, it'd be terrible. I don't want this. Oh, I'm sorry.
Damn.
No,
dog.
yeah, but no, it was because I was like, when I first got hired, they're like, here's the car, here's the gas, here's the phone, it wasn't even here's the phone. They just called me on like Google, like not even Google Voice. It was just whenever they called me on my phone, I just have to go. And then like right about like this, like towards the end, like about a month before the end, they're just like, all right, well now you have to start logging your miles. You have to stay at home for the whole 5 days you're on call. Because at first you could just like go do whatever you wanted.
Okay.
No, so I was just living and I was just partying, like living my life,
Yeah,
chilling.
right.
And every once in a while I get a phone call and gotta leave for like an hour, or 3
Yeah,
hours.
You gotta
You
go
know?
pick up a dead body.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
You
something.
gotta leave for like an hour and a half. You
Which
know?
is
like,
totally
it's fun.
fair though. It's
Yeah.
like if you're on call, like if I get the job done,
Yeah.
what the fuck do you guys?
Yeah,
fucking
I couldn't
care?
go out of town, which is fine, you know. It's like, yeah, but, and then they just want to start logging their calls, and I was just like, man, I fucking hate this. And I didn't log my miles for like, as soon as they implemented it, for like, I didn't log it,
just
and then
didn't
like 2
do
weeks
it?
later,
Yeah.
they came, and then 2 weeks later, I'm sitting, you're gonna like this actually, 2 weeks, it's 2 a.m. I'm living with my dad, my stepmom, my brother and sister, and I'm chilling playing video games in my room. It's 2 a.m. because I'm on call. It's just like I'm up. And all of a sudden here's, and I was like, what the fuck? And I look outside and like I had parked right in front of the house, and all I see is like the big Suburban and just smoke coming up. And I run out and I'm like, my parents like get up and they're like looking down the stairs like, what's that? I was like, I think there's a car accident. Call the cops. I was like, call the cops. And I run out. And there's this like Honda Accord like shoved under the side of the Suburban like this, like just wrecked. And I run around to the side and I open the door and it's just this little like 16-year-old Indian girl. Not even kidding, dude. And she's sitting there trying to turn the ignition,
the fuck
trying to
outta here.
leave.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I reach in and I pull the car. And,
Oh, no
and I
shit.
take the keys and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I'm fine." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" She's like, "Oh my god, you gotta help me get out of here." I was like, "I can't." And I was just like, "No, just be careful. The cops are on the way." She's like, "No, you can't call the cops. You can't tell my dad." And I was just like, "No, I'm sorry."
Oh, no.
And I had the keys already, and
Yeah,
she was like, "No."
yeah.
And then she got out, and she's like, "No, please." She's like begging me. She's like, "Please." please.
You're like,
She's
marry me.
I should have, in retrospect, to be like, marry that one, you know, like, dude, you got plenty of dowry stuff, you know.
How many goats does your father have?
And why is this son always looking for me? No, but so she's like, please. She's like, I'll do anything. She like pulls out her wallet, hands me her Hello Kitty debit card, and I'm just holding it. So I'm like, all right, well, I got your name now. So I'm just like holding it. My dad comes out, and she's just like, and I like get her on the curb. She's just sitting there waiting, and like before the cops get here, and she's just like, no, you guys gotta let me go. Like you can't say, my dad can't find out. He's gonna kill me. And my dad leans over to my ear and goes, she's Indian. Her dad's gonna kill her.
Like, he's acting. She's serious.
She's gonna get rocks thrown at her.
She's gonna get
That
soda.
is so good. That's
And then I guess it was a slow night. So, like, all the cop cars in the area showed up to the house.
Are you serious?
I
That
swear.
doesn't suck.
No,
Was she fucked up?
Oh, she was drunk. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, she was drunk. And she was by herself.
Tell as
She
old
was
as
by
time.
herself.
Oh, that's no. That yo.
No,
Go
but
ahead,
no,
go
but
ahead.
so she shows, or like all the cops start showing up. Like the first cop gets there, I don't know him. Second and third cops show up, I don't get there. The next 4 cops I all know from the job. They're like, Nick, what's up? I was like, oh, this is my house. This girl like drunk drove right into the car, and right into my work vehicle. And this guy John goes, oh, check this out. That's what he said. He said, I'll check this out. And he goes, miss, come with me. He's being real stern with her, and he walks her around. He's like, Nick, come. He's like, Nick, come with me. And he's like, come. He's like, open up those doors. And he makes me open up the back of the thing. It's just gurneys. And he's like, this guy picks up dead bodies. Like this is our guy that picks up the dead bodies for little girls that
Yeah,
like
it's a
you.
good lesson. Yeah.
He's like, you're lucky that he's not actually picking you up tonight.
Damn.
And I was just like,
That's a
like,
good lesson.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Thank God Nick was there.
yeah. No, but then like so then eventually there's like 6 motorcycle cops and 12 cop cars on my street.
Damn.
Isn't that a little absurd?
That's excessive.
No, it's
Yeah.
way obsessive. It looks like we're getting raided.
Yeah,
because
right.
for the
It's
like
what the
all my neighbors are like, oh, that family's real nice, but then their son's got that Suburban, started
Yeah.
selling drugs. You know,
That's so true. I didn't even think of that.
Looks like it finally that lasted about 6 months.
yeah, no, but it was pretty funny. And then like, like they take off, and then like I have to call my boss. I have to call Art and be like, hey, Art, like when this happened, like while the cops are showing up, and then Art shows up and he gets there, and I'm just like, yeah, so. I didn't really wreck it. He's like, oh, fine, fuck it. And then like they call the tow truck in the morning. They call a tow truck in like that night. It comes and picks it up, and then I have scheduled to be off for like the next 2 days. And so like on the next day I was supposed to work there, like I was like, they're bringing my car, and they just ended up, it was my birthday, and they ended up just bringing me my last check. And I was like, we don't really need you anymore. And I was
Really?
like, cool, yeah, because I was being a dick.
Did
and
you
then-
go fair?
I was like, cool, man, thanks a lot. Like I was happy. I was like,
okay, yeah,
I was like, 'cause I really didn't want to do it, but it was just like a
Were
weird
you
turn of
also like
events.
done at that point too? Were you
Yeah, I
like-
was just like, I'm tired of getting calls at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
to go,
Yeah,
to
fuck
go
that.
pick
So you
up
didn't care
something
about the
that
bodies
yeah.
then?
Yeah, I was like, no, I was dead to the world, dude. I was turned.
Okay.
It definitely made me like the comic I am today.
feel you.
like the dark stuff. Like I like that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Thanks.
was this you heard that?
Fuck
Was
off,
this
man.
this was before you started comedy?
Yeah, I didn't start comic till I was like 27.
Oh, so did I.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to do plugs.
Okay, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I don't even know what my. Do people plug TikToks?
You can, yeah.
I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah, I
what my
plug
TikTok
everything.
is.
I mean,
Yeah,
all my.
My Instagram is Insta Shimmy, so if you find me there, you'll find me everywhere because my other shit's on there. Tweet and Shimmy's. I'm never on Twitter, and then I think Insta Shimmy is the TikTok
is.
too. But I'm also headlining Nick's Comedy Stop on
Yeah.
June 30th. So
Hey.
Yeah. I'm pumped
He's
about
featuring
that.
it there, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for Vic.
yeah,
What was the
yeah,
date?
yeah.
What was the date?
June 30th. It's a Friday. Next Comedy Stop. Very flattered and honored. It's gonna be
Hell yeah.
hopefully. Goes
I respect
well.
you more as a comedian than Andrew Vickers because you didn't book Mason to feature for you. I respect you more now.
I'm taking this seriously.
But yeah, follow me on Instagram, Nicholas Ceppaglia, like same as YouTube and Instagram. I think my TikTok's still Nick Fitzwell, but yeah.
Hell yeah, subscribe to Absurd Junk.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna plug the paper is back thing?
Paper is back, baby. You already know. You already subscribed to the Sidecar Junkaroo. I don't need to plug it.
Of course you do.
You know about this magazine.
Hell yeah. And please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, The High Noon Podcast. On Instagram, it's high_noon_pod. Thank you for listening, Shyam. Thanks for coming on,
Yo,
buddy.
thanks for
Love
having
you.
me, man. This was so much
And
fun. Thank you.
yeah, thanks. Oh yeah, we have an outro now that you haven't heard.
Howdy, partner. Thanks for tuning in to High Noon with that wily coyote, Mason Smith. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on all platforms.
Put his name on it, too.
We'll see you next week on the Dusty Trail for more hijinks and
I
fun.
had to make it, but now I don't. Wait, show that. What's up, Jordan?
Yo, that was mad
What's
fun,
up,
bro.
buddy?
That was mad fucking fun, man. Thank you so much.
We're
Mad
getting it
fun.
nice and cooled off because when we started,
That was a ton of fun.
it was hot. Yeah, that was a good time.